re-enlistment rate for mid-grade enlisted soldiers dropped from 96% in 2005 to 84% in the first quarter of this year. A bill giving Oregon's gay and lesbian couples the benefits of marriage through domestic partnerships won final legislative approval Wednesday. The Senate endorsed the measure 21-9, sending it to Governor Ted Kalinowski. The governor is a gay rights supporter who says he will sign that bill, along with another one passed earlier to ban discrimination based on sexual orientation. In Arizona, 200 miles of vehicle barriers made of concrete, steel poles, and train tracks are being erected across the southwestern desert to thwart smugglers trying to bring illegal immigrants or drugs into the country in vans, SUVs, and trucks. Unless someone or something stops it soon, the mysterious killer that is wiping out many of the nation's honeybees could have a devastating effect on America's dinner plate, perhaps even reducing us to a glorified bread and water diet. Former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani remains on top in the race for the GOP nomination and now enjoys support from 30% of likely voters. That's more than twice the total of any other candidate. Former Tennessee Senator Fred Thompson and Arizona Senator John McCain are tied for second at 14%. Former Velda City, Missouri police officer Louis McGee and former Detective Mark Winger both pleaded guilty today to conspiracy to violate the civil rights of a jailed man. According to the plea agreements, on July 31, 2006, Winger and McGee, while acting in their capacities as law enforcement officers, conspired to physically assault the victim who was being detained at the Northwoods Police Department. Senators subpoenaed Attorney General Alberto Gonzales Wednesday, ordering him to provide all emails related to presidential advisor Karl Rove and the firings of 8 federal prosecutors. Stocks jumped Wednesday, sending the Dow Jones Industrials past 13,200 for the first time after a strong reading on U.S. factory orders stoked investor optimism about the economy. The Dow gained more than 75 points and secured its strongest straight record close. China is expected to confront head-on with the U.S. Congress on the thorny issue of Beijing's undervalued currency, which American lawmakers complain is hurting the U.S. economy. A new discount airline hits U.S. skies in May with fares as low as $10. The carrier called Skybus promises to sell at least 10 seats on every flight for just $10, or 40 cents less than taxes customers will also have to pay. While Viacom asserts that the copyright infringement on YouTube is prevalent and that Viacom shouldn't have to send 100,000 takedown notices to get Google and YouTube to comply with the DMCA, Google maintains that in YouTube's terms of service, it discourages users from uploading videos they do not own. The International Criminal Court has issued its first arrest warrants over the Darfur conflict for a Sudanese minister and a Janjaweed militia leader accused of murder, torture, and rape. The United Nations Security Council will need to take further action if Iran fails to meet demands to suspend its nuclear program, a British Foreign Office spokesman said on Wednesday following Six-Nation talks in London. Iranian authorities have arrested the country's former nuclear negotiator, an ally of President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad's predecessor and key rival, and he reportedly could face an espionage charge. As of Wednesday, May 2, 2007, at least 3,354 members of the U.S. military have died since the beginning of the Iraq War in March 2003, according to an Associated Press count. The figure includes 7 military civilians. At least 2,733 died as a result of hostile action, according to the military's numbers. Romanian Parliament on Wednesday approved an agreement allowing the U.S. to use 4 Romanian military bases and station up to 3,000 troops in the former communist country. Japan's defense minister said Wednesday the U.S. and Japan should increase cooperation on missile defense systems to confront North Korea. Fumio Kuma said his country is acutely aware of the threat posed by neighboring North Korea, which fired a missile over Japan in 1998 and test-fired a series of missiles into the Sea of Japan in July of last year. The North also exploded an underground nuclear device in October. Geoff Hoon, the defense secretary during the March 2003 invasion of Iraq, admitted in an interview published Wednesday that Britain and the United States had not properly planned what would happen after the invasion.